Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode here of Avengers in Trading. Today is Friday, July 17th, the end of the day now. I hope you guys had a really good trading week this week. It's been really crazy with the electric car companies. They really been sucking. Unfortunately, they haven't been really doing anything. But the biomedical world was on fire if you were in the right ones. But let's see what's going on first with Workhorse, Solo, and Neo. We need to see what's going on with the electric car companies. They've been like crappy lately. The unfortunate part is my friend, I told her she needs to learn to read the charts a little bit, and she got in around 20 bucks. So at 20 bucks, she's hurting right now. Because it's 15 bucks right now. It's really tough. So let's see if whoever entered in here, how much are they down by? Let's see here. If you got in around 20 bucks, thinking, it's gonna come back up here. So the current loss you're at right now, if you got it around here, around the $22 area, you'd be down around anywhere from 20 to 30% right now. So that's not good, So yeah, there's plenty of people like her that felt really good about, Workhorse going to the moon or whatever, and they eventually got burned. So let's see what's going on, because I got a little bit burned too right here. So I thought that we're going to bounce up here. It was going up here. I thought we were going to cross up. So I jumped in a little bit early. So the MACD was moving up here. But of course we had a head fake. So it went up here and then it changed its mind back down to here. So as you can see here, the 4 hour is still showing down. But eventually we have to hit a bottom, so we can bounce. I'm just looking for a mini bounce. I'm not even looking for a bounce all the way back up to the $22 area, So, but as you can see here, Workhorse is just not looking good, guys. The 4 hour bars, it's still showing down like this, but eventually it has to bounce or something. So there's two scenarios. It pops down a little bit more, which is right here based off Fibonacci. We have not hit the 50% retracement yet. So if we measure it with Fibonacci, let's see where it would bounce down to if we're not finished moving down yet. So let's see. Based off Fibonacci, right here. Okay. 50% would be around the 1177 range right here. So 1177, and of course the wick hit right here on the 382. So on the 382 it had a bounce right here, and then it's bouncing right here off the 382. But the thing is, it could come back down to here around 1172, around that area. So between, like, let's say 11 or 12 bucks, so that might be the bounce area right there. So you just have to keep that in mind. So just remember, all these things are like the weather. It can change on you, If we hear some good news about them signing a multi-million-dollar contract or whatever like that, guess what? We're going to change. So, but right now, it's bouncing off this 382 level. But I don't like this because it could come down to here. But if it continues bouncing off this level, let's see where it would bounce off to based off Fibonacci. If it bounced from this area right here, okay, it might get like 17 and a half, which it already bounced right here, 17 and a half, but it bounced again. It could get 17 and a half again. So that's the minimal that you might get right there. Just FYI. But right now, I'm looking for that bounce. But, I got in a little bit early, and then I ended up getting out most of my position. I kept a little position in there just in case it does bounce. But I didn't want to risk coming back down to here. So you guys just have to be careful and aware of that, because I don't like this pattern right here. This is a triangle. Look. triangle right here. Right here. That's triangle. So it's looking, eventually it's going to hit this apex right here, and then it's either going to pop up or going to pop down. I'm going to assume that it's going to pop up, but if not, we're coming down to here, and I'll show you why, because Neo is doing something like that too. So right now the electric car company stuff is not doing hot. It's just doing horrible. Okay, so you have a temperature check here with with Workhorse. The 4-hour bars is still going down. We still have not seen any green bars here on the 4 hours. That's not good. That's not good, And then we had a fake out right here. I thought we were going to pop up right around here because look, I thought we were coming up here, and then it ended up changing down on us. So double bottom, looks like double bottom will eventually come along. So even the 1 hour, I thought we were coming up here, and then end up faking right here. So, all right. So the next one, let's cover Solo. Solo has had such a beat down, like a horrible, horrible beat down. Look at that. Look at this. It's horrible. Okay, so if you enter it in around this area, around $5 to $6 area, let's see what you'd be down by right now. Let's say you entered it in around 5.5. Okay. Yep. So you be down. It says 39%. So so some of you guys might be down 20 to 30% right now on Solo. So these corrections are ruthless. They're pretty bad. So as you can see here, Solo is looking the same. Where's the green bars? Look at that. Red and down. I mean, there's no green bars yet. So we're just going through this major correction and sell-off and profit taking and whatever's going on, but electric cars have kind of fallen out of favor. But eventually, if you guys keep watching enough, it will have to bounce. It has to bounce, but we just don't know where yet, So as you can see here, there's no point of entry yet. This is still down here. I want it to move up like this. This is trying to move up right here on the 1 hour, but of course, as you saw on the Workhorse, I got burned with the 2 hour bars. I got burned with the 2 hour bars on Workhorse, and it did a head fake on me. So you got to be careful about this too. But I don't see a good point of entry. It looks like it's hanging around this area right now, but it still could go down. But this could be a decent bounce off area because it already dropped down, 40% from up high all the way down here. So there could be a bounce. So if it did bounce around this area, let's see what it would bounce up to. That's without good news, okay? Just keep in mind, I mean, if there's good news, of course, we're going to rock it back up. But if there's no good news, then we're just going to get a little mini bounce, Up here, all the way down here. If it does bounce, these are the areas right here that it could bounce up to. 382 would be popular. It would be 428, which for me, I would just do $4. And then 459, and then 491. So any of these areas right here, but you have to take it one step at a time. These are popular bounce areas. For me, I would probably, play it safe and get out at 4. And then the next area would be 450. And then the next area after that, if it's a strong bounce, it'd be right at $5, right at under $5. So those would be the areas that it would bounce to. But like I said, if we have good news, of course, we're gonna skyrocket back up and retest the $6 area. But right now, the bounce hasn't happened yet. So that would be a good bounce right here, you know, if it was at 336 and it decided to bounce next week, let's see how much you would gain here if it bounced up to $4. Look at that, 28%. That's a nice little bounce right there. So that would be the bounce I'm looking for, but it might not be done yet. So you know, you just gotta keep your eye out on this right here. I want it to move up like this. You know, when it starts moving up like this and crossing over this zero line, then that's when I will consider, you know, that bounce up to $4, and that would be a nice pop. You know, I'll take 20%, 25% all day long, you know. Okay, so you guys got an update on solo. You know, for me, I want to follow the 2 hours, you know, to see if it, you know, bounces off here. But if not, we're just going to continue down a little bit more, probably down to 250 area right here. 250 area, I think it would be a nice bounce, but it's already down 40%, so I'm gonna assume right now that you know, if this holds, then we'll bounce up to $4. But if not, we'll see you at $2.50, and that's a pretty brutal drop right there. So okay. Okay, so the next one is Neo. Neo got beat down too. All the electric car companies got beat down so bad. All right, as you can see here, look, it looks just like all of them. Okay, Workhorse and Solo. A 4-hour bar, still no sign of green. Where's the green at, guys? Where's the turnaround? This is still showing down. So why would I even enter in right now, you know? Eventually it has to bounce, but we haven't seen it yet. There's been nothing. Look at MACD showing down right here. You know? So guys, don't hate on me, okay? Don't give me thumbs down just because you don't like where the price action is going to. I'm only showing you what the charts is showing me. It's showing down right now. Everything's showing down. So what can we do? I would love it to skyrocket and moon too, but it hasn't. You know, so if you guys got in right here around, let's say the $15, $16 area, let's see how much you guys be down by right now. Right here, 30%. You guys be down around anywhere from 20 to 30% right now, which is brutal. You know, I'm going to assume that we might drop down to around, let's say, $10 right here. So let's see, based off Fibonacci, where it might go down to. Yeah, like I said, $9, you know, $9.68 right here. So based off Fibonacci, if it's not done correcting, it might come down to there. I know it's not what you guys want to hear, but you guys have to be aware. It could bounce off right here. Of course, it could. It could bounce off this 382 area because that's where it's at right now. It happens to be around this 382 area, but it could come down to here, you know, the 970 area, and then bounce. But right now, look at this, minus 14% right now, the end of the week. So it could come down here and then bounce up, or it could be right here and then bounce up. Just remember, with Fibonacci, it's just an area that's really popular for people, you know, to scoop things up or to exit, you know. So, all right, guys. So you guys know where you guys are at with that. But I don't like, you know, I don't like this right now. I mean, I like Neo as a project, but everything shows down right now. So let it correct, and then when it bounces, I'll be ready to hop back in and get my, you know, 15 to 30% gains, you know, because those bouncers are going to be nice. So like Zip Trader says, you know, for every like Zip Trader says, you know, for every overreaction, there's a reaction or something, you know. So, but right now it's just showing down.